We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Offense now working in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback.
Catch inside the 25. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Makes the catch. It's Tootin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good match.
Just steamrolling the defense. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Turns it loose. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Up to 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And it's in for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's that's where this offense will go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little screen to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Tootin. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick slant complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. A lot of urgency for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And here comes the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a deep man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Lost the defense. He's wide open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's... This offense will go back to work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Quick step and go. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can... We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Buys a little extra time. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing. Brings into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker. It's Bray. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. And it's a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
and the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First down and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Defense in press coverage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field.
Turning it on. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it
got room on the return. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's open on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Stands in and takes the hit. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Making side adjustments here. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Here we go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so